Well, we're back with Mark. Tell us, last night...
Where's the good-looking one gone?
The good-looking one. He's behind the camera.
Oh, okay.
What a beautiful boy he is.
He is, lovely.
We're back with Mark from Wordforge Games. Last night we put up a couple of sneak previews, some amazing models.
Yeah.
Sam was painting the Minotaur on the live stream.
Yeah.
He's fallen in love with it already. Tell us more about Star Knights.
Right, well, Star Knights has been a long time in the coming, actually. We started to think about doing this sort of game about 18 months ago, and the Minotaur himself was designed about 18 months ago by a freelance renderer. And yeah, loved the model, but we just had Devil's Run took over, really. Devil's Run just took over our lives, and it did so well that we just had to put it on the back burner. But now we've got a bigger team, and therefore we can do more with it. So we've got a guy called Ben that works for us now full-time as a sculptor. So he started to work on more stuff for Star Knights, and we now have the Lions, which we call the Crusadians, and they are the sort of like the leaders of those that go back to Earth and the solar system to try and take it back from the orc-based race that we're going to further develop as we go along. And then we also have a number of other races that we're going to do, or Neo-Sapien races. So Ben's got an amazing concept around, in effect, tortoises and turtles. So they're all armoured, and they're like, if you can imagine, like, they have this armour that they put around themselves, but they also have the armour comes away, and it has got all sorts of weapons and drones and all that sort of stuff. It looks awesome. We just got concept art for their ship as well, and it's I wish I could show you, but it's just so early at the moment. But everything's coming along really nicely with it, and we're starting to develop the rules, and it's all going to be around mission-based again, like we've done with Devil's Run, but a little bit more in depth. And it's just, yeah, it's a great project to start on in its infancy, but it's coming along really nicely.
Yeah, I was a little bit vague on the details because I only had a quick conversation with you.
Yeah.
Do you want to just say a little bit more about the background? How did we end up in this sort of Neo-Sapien universe?
Yeah, so we are now, this is something that we're developing at the moment, but the general concept is, if you imagine a few years from now, maybe 50 years from now, the bird flu happens, or some other massive epidemic happens, and we're going to be, as a race, wiped out. Those that are left from the first wave decide to splice DNA in from birds to protect us from an avian flu, and that works, and we succeed. And then we realise that as a community, as a population, we realise that we can do other things by putting in DNA. So, for example, we can run faster if we put the DNA of cheetahs in the specific genes. I'm a biologist by trade. I'm a PhD biologist, so this is science fiction, guys. You know, don't think about it too much. It's science fiction, but basically the idea is that we do that, and we come to the point where we've just done it so much that humankind no longer exists. We've basically mutated ourselves out of existence by what we've done, and then jump forward. We're in space already. We're doing all this sort of stuff, and in effect, there's a big war between all these Neo-Sapien races, because, you know, the people with all the cat DNA don't like the dog DNA, etc., etc., etc. But also, as we progress, people that got cat DNA like people with cat DNA, therefore they procreate with people with cat DNA, so we almost get pure genes coming through, and hence you get the lions, you get the other races that we've got. And that's the general gist of the start point of the story. As we've done that, we've moved away from Earth and the solar system for various reasons, and we now jump forward many, 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 many years, and the Neo-Sapiens as a group, a community that they've now become, have decided they want the solar system back. Hence, Star Knights, the Lions, the tortoises, etc., have gone back to Earth and the solar system to take it back from the vermin that have taken over.
One of the questions we had as well on the live chat was, what is the format of the game then?
So at the moment, as with Devil's Run, this is the beginning of a franchise, for want of a better term. So we will have a number of different games set in Star Knights. The first one, the likely one that we're going to start with, is in effect a board game, which is, for want of a better term, a dungeon crawler. So think of the dungeon crawler games that you liked in the past, such as Hero Quest. There's lots of other ones like it now. and the idea is that it'll be that sort of board game. So our models that come with the game will all be one-piece models. So it'll be an out-of-the-box type play thing. They'll be color-coded so it's easy to play, and then it'll be mission-based. And the idea that what I want to happen is where you start with a number of models, and you basically have to you start a mission, and some of those characters will die, but then you could bring in another one. You could bring in a tortoise to work with the lions, you could bring in something else. So the idea is you can just bring in new stuff. Also, we want to bring out add-on packs in effect, which will be a new character like the Minotaur. So you can go and buy the Minotaur and add it to your game, to your missions. You could go and buy any other thing you can imagine or we can imagine, and add it to that. In the longer term, we want to think about ship battle games, we want to think about fighter battle games, we want to think about even tabletop battle games.
Yeah,
you know,
the concept art we've seen for the spaceships just blow me away. Absolutely amazing.
They're awesome, aren't they? And
you say it's sci-fi, but surely, Sam, is evidence that if you combine peacock DNA with humans, you get the beautiful person that we see before us.
yes, this is true. You can do that for sure, and then maybe there is a beautiful Sam race out there. But
I don't know how many games can Sam feature in. Maybe that's too much. Look, we're really excited about what we've seen so far.
you.
Really looking forward to even more. We're going to keep a close watch on this on the channel.
Great.
We'll keep people updated.
And we're enjoying the channel a lot, so keep going, guys. You're picking up steam, and I have to say, you know, it's great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.